I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could do so.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years, right?
Aguana's YouTube, it's your boy JC back with another video. Look, yo, so today we're reacting to 9-to-5 workers versus streamers debate by FaZe, bro. F-A-Z-E, fam. Oz. You know what I mean? We're not wasting no time, bro. Oz.
How you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk? Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is dangerous.
You would have to actually have to go to work.
Went to school, and
Yo, you know what's so crazy? Like, the craziest thing is, like, yo, people will tell you, yo, get a job until the shit actually, like they will dead ass tell you, yo, fam, you need to go get a job. And then they'll be like, yo, nah, you were a genius the whole time. What do you mean? You're just telling me, yo, go get a job a minute ago. The fuck's wrong with you guys?
still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice. You're
high. You're hungover.
Come on, auntie. I know you ain't pull up to the function like that. Hold on.
Went to school and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You pulled up with the half and half? That's mad. Shorty pull up with the half and half.
You're high. You're hungover.
You guys just are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Jason, go finish your fucking tattoo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yo, what are you doing? BC, what are you doing?
You're hungover.
You guys just are playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming.
This nigga pulled up with half. He's not even done his tattoo. Jason, what are you doing? Nah, this nigga got up big and bad, fam. Yo, like they fucked up his McDonald's order or some shit, bro. He got up big and bad.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Okay.
Shit,
So
nah,
my
this nigga's OG, he's gangster, yo. Put respect on his lip.
argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9-to-5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, the thing is, though, look, and I don't want to sound like one of those guys, because realistically, I know a 9 to 5 is harder, bro. Realistically, but we're being unrealistic here right now, yeah? So, the unrealistic shit in me, the unrealistic, you know what I mean, in me, fam, I'm thinking like, yo, realistically, streaming is harder because it's so saturated. So much people are trying to do this shit. You ain't really got no competition trying to get a job or get a 9 to 5, bro. There's no really competition, bro. And it's like, you're risking it all for a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? As to where, when you're 9 to 5er, that sounds crazy. But like, when you work a 9 to 5, it's like, bro, there's no comp, bro. It's just, nigga, if you show up, you show up. If you don't, you get fired. And they on to the next nigga type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just cooked. I lied. I didn't cook there, bro.
That's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game.
That's literally okay. He described a couple jobs there. I ain't gonna lie. What is my nigga Unk talking about? No. Now, mind you, I'm saying I know 9 to 5s is harder than streaming, bro. We all know this. Simple. But I'm saying, how the fuck is you gonna say no when he described somebody's job?
Game 24/7. It's like a switch
No,
that never
when you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every
Mail
motherfucking
carrier.
day.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands.
every day.
Yo, you see auntie or what is her? What is it? Granny in the background getting shook. You know what I'm saying?
Tens of thousands of people
Bullshit.
critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought we
You guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had it made like y'all.
We don't have
I
to go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day.
God.
Bro, but the thing is that they're thinking that like they can't do it, bro. As long as you was alive, my nigga, you can do this shit, bro. Simple. Why do you think because you old you can't do this shit, bro? There's old nigga. Think it's Illuminati, my nigga. That nigga like 45. You can do this.
I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
High energy,
I wish I
24/7.
could be at home like you and kick back and get paid big money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit,
stuff.
I got to slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about
Okay, but I hate the fact that they're making it seem like they can't make more money. There's endless ways to make money. How are you complaining that you're not making enough money type thing? Like, you get what I'm saying? Bro, bro, search up on Google. Google is free. How to, you know what I'm saying, make more money, how to invest, my nigga. Simple.
About this, you're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
Nah, you are guaranteed to pay it. As a 9 to 5, if you have a 9 to 5, you are guaranteed either an hourly, what is it? Is it fixed income or salary? Hourly versus salary, whatever that shit is. And I understand where Lacey's about to go here. As a content creator, if you do YouTube, TikTok, you can make, say for example, you make 50,000 on video, right? That's crazy money, by the way. If you make 50,000 on a video and you go into high hopes thinking this next video is gonna make 50,000, I'm gonna be honest with you. Realistically, it's a slim chance to none. That shit is not making 50,000. You know what I'm saying, bro? You need to understand that this shit don't got a fixed income, bro. You're not gonna make that shit again, man. Fuck, I try to spit everything out at one time, man.
I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't get
just
paid
to
either.
collect.
There's certain things that go hand in hand. I understand what Unc's saying, or my guy LeBron James LeBron. I understand what he's saying, but it goes hand in hand. If you don't stream, if you don't turn on this shit, like, look, for example, right? If you say that, yo, I want to start YouTube, I want to start making money from YouTube, but you never do it, how the fuck are you gonna get paid? You know what I'm saying? The same way, if you say, yo, I want to get a job, but you never go look for the job and you never start working, how are you gonna get paid? You can't. You're crap, fam. You're broadcast.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. We have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that.
So then do it, bro. You're in a room filled with these niggas that can put you on, fam. You're moving hostile like man say, yo, bun you and bun your job ass. You know what I'm saying? This guy's Osmos.
F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their
Exact. So y'all settle for less. That's the thing. These guys are getting up off their ass and actually working towards what they want to work towards. And as much as you might not like streaming, you have to give it props. You gotta give your props to them. You know what I'm saying? The shit's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easier than a 9 to 5. Wait, no. It is easier than a 9 to 5. What the fuck am I seeing?
fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's your
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing
Damn.
flags.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
Okay, what is this, Granny?
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey's Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey's Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without
Yo,
10
guys
kids
with
coming up
lazy
asking for a
thugs.
picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever,
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a...
Yo, no, he's not lying. He's not lying. Yo, the other day, I remember I was talking to my mom, and she's like, you need to get... Yo, Bati, man, yo, why like opening my door like this, bro? No, but like, the other day I was talking to my mom, right? And she was like, bro, this shit could go down. And that's why I was like, I know, like, I know this shit could stop one day. This shit could not be here one day, Oz. You know what I mean? So I was like, no, like, that's why I'm taking a risk. It's a big risk. You know what I'm saying? But I know if I do this shit, it's gonna work.
a job. I have a degree. I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get a
No, I'm asking
trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would
Job.
you do? If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had
Yo, all I heard was job, and I cringed a little bit, fam. It hurt. It hurt.
nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do?
Wait, so she watches? W Granny, what the fuck?
You would have to go to work.
Oh
my God, did I just cuss it?
Wait. So wait, if you have to go to work, that means you have to get a job? Fuck. Ah! Fuck. Bro, that shit hurt. Ah!
You?
That's That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn.
That's unrealistic though. You have to go on some crazy ass hiatus for like 12 years, my nigga, to the point where shit just changed. Soluminati did that and still came back busting. Pause. But the nigga tough. The fuck?
You're proving my point.
You would have to
proving my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there.
You could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook. You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Yo, get her out of here. No, cause look, she made no points. Well, she made a couple points, but it wasn't really a point. Cause she said, "I've been a cook all my life. I've been a cook since frozen food or whatever." You still been a cook. You been on the job, fam. Holy, that job word hurt. Oh, I said it again. I said it again.
I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal. I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure.
Yo, this nigga is so unserious, bro. What do you mean I gotta go find the 4 local can and I gotta post on my Instagram story, bro? I ain't gonna lie, that's the easiest bag out there. But it does get hard sometimes because with brand deals, you have to find a way where it's like, it's intriguing to the audience. Although they may not cop it or they may not buy it, it still has to be intriguing. And when it is, brand deals are more likely either that same brand or more brand deals are gonna come towards you. Pause. Ole.
Sure, I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
I'll tell you, a couple niggas I know don't play about Rhonda. Facts.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done it?
Damn! Rhonda, can I ask you a question? Nope. Bitch, the fuck? Wait, hold on, though. Look, I see exactly what she's saying, right? But that's the problem, what she's saying. You need to understand that times have changed. You get what I'm saying? It's not the 60s or 50s no more. You know what I'm saying? Mans will support you from certain places. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, times have changed. There's new opportunities. You get what I'm saying? You can, yo, I could go on Twitter and sell my balls for $1.99. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more opportunities to make money. And that's what the younger generation is utilizing. Is that the right word? I don't even feel like searching that up. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Utilize. Utilize. Said sorry, I don't understand. All right, fuck.
Spoiled. You get spoiled and your mama and daddy keep giving it to you.
I got a question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda, have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30 days straight.
24
hours a day.
Day and night. No break.
We all streamed.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working.
No, cause she's right. That shit's not healthy, bro. But you know what? It's really it really comes down to, yo, who's putting on for the game on.
7 to 3, you have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
you know how hard it is
a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute?
I ain't gonna lie, being a nurse is not easy. I think that shit might be one of the hardest 9 to 5s out there. Apart from I don't know, because it's like 3 different jobs in one. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but she said, you gotta clean up a man's doo-doo. Pee-pee. What else? And you're on your foot for like 12 hours. The only reason I know this is because like 5 of my aunts are nurses. It's mad out here.
You've never ran a 3-minute ad?
Trays, you're short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging
got
you
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You
Yo, flag on the play, ref. Oh, there.
care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
Y'all niggas need to be careful with this job word. Fuck that shit. I say it again, fam. Yo, that job word hurt. Oh, there.
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
Holy shit. Yo, why are we doing this? Yo, they're rage baiting. These guys are rage baiting.
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You're short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Look, the last thing I want to see is say if I wake up during like an open surgery and I see my surgeon is on YouTube how to connect the wire back to the doodle kebab, fam. Or, yo, how the fuck is his heart not beeping on time? Like, wagwan. Yo, just dead off me right there. Simple. Okay. Yo, this guy's been wanting to get in ever since, fam. I seen him throw up his flag. I don't know what set he was repping, though. Hope he's not shots down. That's mad. Or shots up. Don't rep no gang out here, fam. Holy.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
Oh, shit, he's not wrong. Because, I mean, realistically, look, we got to give props to the cameramans. You know what I mean? Got to give props to the cameramans. Those guys are putting 60% of the work in. You're putting 40. Now, you might be saying, yo, this shit's 50-50, man. The man has to hold the camera. Okay, I understand. He has to hold the camera, but he has to get the angles, too. You know what I'm saying? Ask me how I know. I got cussed out as a cameraman. That's why I stopped cameraman and I started doing my own content. It was mud. French fries to the face, milkshake in the asshole. Yo, this is why I don't talk fast, bro. I start seeing random shit, bro.
Because here's the
Pause.
thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
Oh, that nigga just shitted. He just shitted. He ain't even wipe his eyes, fam. Holy. The watch is mad. I see it. The watch is mad. Yo.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies.
Well, I mean, look, he's not wrong in a sense where it's like if you look at these companies, you don't see commercials on TV no more. It's through these guys that's streaming and ting. The guys that's, you know what I'm saying, washing their balls on camera. You know what I'm saying? It's through these guys. So, I can't tell you the last time I seen a Walmart ad, bro. I seen a man sponsor Walmart, though. Mad.
These are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a year.
Why are y'all laughing? These guys are making double what you're making a week. Why are you laughing? Because they don't have to experience the 9-to-5 shit that you have to experience? If anything, you should be happy these guys don't have to go through what you went to. And don't get me started on these two. These especially her. She about ready to blow a vessel over there. Fuck's wrong with her?
Why is she laughing? Bro, nah, she's making me mad. Why is she giggling? I actually feel like they're wrong.
Stable Ronaldo streams high energy and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and internet with fans. Known for his humor, loud personality, he keeps audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips. On Twitch, he boosts around averages per stream. Holy, he's mad. Holy, Aquaman's dad, aka Chris Oz, Wagwan Oz.
Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder.
Yeah. No, he's not wrong. It's like I said this already before. And bun off if you think I'm pausing the video too much. Stay watching though, Oz. Look, he's right to a certain consensual aspect, fam. Is that how you use the word? Yo, Siri, how do you use consensual aspect? Okay, never mind. Yo, listen. I forgot what I was talking about, but guess what? I remember. Okay, look, right? He's right. No, he's wrong. He's right and wrong. He's right and wrong at the same time.
It makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You
Makes
have security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have
I still think I was doing too
because
much, bro,
their
I swear.
pay is
Yeah, when you go to
guaranteed.
work every day, everyone's
So you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you need a degree to flip patties. I want you to understand though that I'm not switching the plot. I never lost the plot. The plot's still here. You know what I'm saying? The plot's still in here, fam. I know what the plot smells like. Fam, I've been there. I'm still there right now, actually. I'm still in the trenches. But yo, you have to understand. You don't need a requirement to like when we fuck. Cause like there's like different levels to 9 to 5, right? You have the beginner level at 9 to 5, which is like fast food restaurants and shit, and then you have like pharmacists, scientists, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's mod. It's super mod. Bati's mod. I see it again. Oh, later, Bati's mod. Bati's mod. I can't be fishing.
It's like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with though? But it doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
I'm
don't you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that
difficult.
you need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
I think the true aspect of it being hard, or you think it might be hard, is clicking on a Kai Cenat stream and see the nigga got a whole bunch of shit going on. Simple. I'm so serious. Fam, I remember those days where I wanted to be a streamer. I click on a Kai Cenat stream, like, holy shit, I can't keep up with this nigga. It's cooked. You know what I'm saying? There was times where this nigga would go live and everybody's viewership on Twitch would go down. I swear. You think I'm playing? Yo, I had hoop dreams. I had stream dreams. Now I'm on my YouTube dreams still. It's mad. It's mad out here. It's mad out here.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
Much YouTube.
So it's the same thing.
Absolutely,
so the people that you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking.
No, like that is because look, I mean, these are the consumers. You are the consumer. So I mean, like we kind of know what you want, and it's just to push it towards you type thing. Yeah. Did that sound right? Yo, Siri. Phone died. Mod.
About entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
Entertainment
but
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example,
Yeah, yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense
hard
of everyday
physically,
activity,
there's
because some
hard-
people around here said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
When
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
I ain't
you're
gonna lie.
dealing with you.
Nah, cause look, bro, the negative comments can get to you. I ain't gonna lie. A man can say, yo, the video was trash, or you know, you're copying such and such's content, bro. Your favorite YouTuber is probably copying such and such content, bro. Simple. It can get hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, especially if you don't have thick skin. That's why I always say, if you're gonna do social media or do anything on a social media platform in general, have thick skin, cause it's gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? Bodies might percolate. You might want to go turculate, but you have to combobulate and understand that you can't calculate that. You have to go do your work. Come on.
You and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is pick.
The fuck did he just do? Oh, he's in on this? He's one of them niggas too? Come on.
Picking up a phone or turning on the camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
What the fuck? Yo, broski, yo, sit your, yo, it's not Pink, it's Mom. Yo, sit your ass back down, fam. What do you mean? You're getting up in front of, that's disrespectful, fam. You disrespect, man, I say that?
Seeing a lot of flags.
Flag on the play. Bro, honestly, the truth hurts, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. The truth is gonna hurt. And that's probably what they're going through right now. Like, bro, stuff is evolving. It's not the same as it was a couple years ago. Like I said, it's multiple ways to make money now. They're just stuck on that 9-to-5 wave. I had my boy pastor said, yo, you shouldn't be working a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much ways on the internet or in general to make money. There's so much ways. There should be no reason why you don't have any money. If you don't have any money, it's because you're lazy. You don't have any money, it's because you're not motivated. If you don't have a passion, shit, that's on you. But understand, the older generation especially, let the younger generation cook, bro. Cause they're creating new waves, bro. They're creating jobs for people. Like the nigga said, he needs an editor, fam. He needs a videographer. He needs an assistant. He needs an accountant. He needs a bad gal with a big body. I see it.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
What am I missing? Is my head bust? This is mod. The body's fat though. Ole.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9-to-5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long
berated.
have you been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have a
I mean, see, the thing is though, is you're not understanding. You don't get that right away. It's not one of these, and your life's changed. You get what I'm saying? Some of these guys have been grinding for 4 or 5 years. I'm gonna use Agent for an example. Toronto native. The man's been grinding for 7 years before he even seen a paycheck, before he even seen a dime from YouTube. There's been times where the nigga wanted to quit, but he didn't quit. And now look where it got him. He can do this shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's mud out here.
other
So,
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
so
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off
He was
completely.
about to
myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there.
We've all. Let me tell you something about myself. I've been there too, still. Can't even there.
Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my, like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
serious,
rent.
yeah.
So I was losing.
You were in the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
And this is why. This is exactly what I be talking about, fam. Where's the decorum? Where's the self-respect, guys? You over here laughing while the guy's telling a true story. God gracefully helped him make it out of that situation. This is why you're stuck where you're at, because you are doing what you're doing. God will never bless you. God bless you.
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege? Before you
It's
go
privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
I think it ultimately comes down to if your parents allow you to live there. If not, they failed as a parent. I don't understand. I know there's actually some parents out there that they be like, yo, get the fuck out of my house once you turn 18. You get what I'm saying? But I don't understand. It's more so I don't understand what's so funny. Cause like the fuck why
live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different.
Bro, my family doesn't support what I do. I'm still doing it. The fuck? What does that mean? What does that mean? There's different terms of support. There's support as in like they're there for you when something goes wrong, and there's support as in where, yo, did you post a YouTube video today? Yo, go post a YouTube video today, fam. Like, I don't have that type of support. I don't think Ron had that support neither. He was just doing the shit and it worked out for him. Now he can support his parents. Simple.
Conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to
opportunity-
LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privilege?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay.
I mean, that's still privilege. You still had somewhere to sleep. What are we talking about here? You still had somewhere to sleep. You still had food to eat. You're still alive somehow. Is that not privilege? She brought you halfway across the country.
I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know, because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the
No, it's not. Content creation is not secure. Trends is changing every goddamn week, bro. Yo, fam. Content creation is not secure. It's far from it, bro. I've seen niggas who was popping in 2018. I'm gonna use Pretty Boy Fredo, for example. The nigga had the whole world around his neck. Where's the nigga now? The nigga's gone.
ability to have those savings,
But
to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say
lose,
I lost it all tomorrow.
You still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos, even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you.
necessarily-
That's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
Nah, fuck no. Fuck that. Yo, cancel culture is no joke, bro. Fuck that shit. They try to cancel my nigga DDG. Hey, Haley tried, Megan tried, DDG in 5.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Yo, these niggas aren't serious. I swear. Okay, we got FaZe Adapt. Adapt is a top tier fighter to make an IRL streamer averaging around 12,900. Just give him 13,000, fam. Why would you do him like that? Per stream on Twitch, 930,000 on current views and 45,000. FaZe Adapt. Oz Figure Clan. Hell, he helped shape the FaZe Clan original stage now. Okay, so he's an original FaZe Clan member. Glad to see he's up right now.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular.
No, I like him. I fuck with him. Like he's putting it straight out, bro. Like content creation takes work, but it's not nearly as much work as you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even me myself, I be forgetting how much of a privilege I have to be able to even do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even up yet, but I understand I'm given the opportunity to do it. These guys may not have I think, well, personally, they all have gray hairs and shit, right? All look fairly older, so I'm assuming that they didn't have the opportunity to even do it, but they still can do it. Yo, I'm yapping, huh?
I don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have a large.
Nah, I mean, bro, that shit. Okay, look. Once the shit makes it to once it gets to Twitter, fam, you're cooked. Think of it like that, right? You gotta pray. Cross your fingers, your belly button, balls if you have any. That shit doesn't make it to Twitter. I'm so serious. But that's mad.
Large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
He's got a point. I fucking hate, bro. This is why I always said, if I ever have people working for me, I do not want to be I don't want to be a dickhead. I don't want to be a dickhead, bro. Like, I want to make it cool to work for me type thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be like in a way where you forget that you're working for me type thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be fun. I don't want to be like, yo, get here on time, get here. Like, obviously get here on time, but like, if you got shit going on, nigga, I'm flexible type thing. You know what I mean? Shit.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay.
and years and
Okay.
years and hours of
Okay.
trust
All right.
and communication
Sacrifice.
and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you.
Look,
That
the
you
things-
don't just fall into.
Nah, I hear what he's saying. I hear what he's saying. But it's kind of a hard case to fight on this one. I can't lie. You can't really fight this one. Never. Why would you even try to fight this? You can't fight this. You can't. Yo, holy shit. The video's 42 minutes already? Holy shit. Yo, this might be an hour video. Holy. Man.
1 million subscribers, 2
Of
million
course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time. no matter what, anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do? What
Well,
do
I'm
you
a
do?
college professor, so I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have to,
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point.
Okay, look, see that college professor. Now, if we're gonna go at the college professor to a T, you gotta understand that you're following the book type thing. You already know what you're gonna teach. As to where, okay, no, you already know what you're gonna present. You have to think weeks in advance if you're gonna plan something big as a content creator, what you're gonna present. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that being a professor is not harder. I'm just trying to compare the two. Being a professor is still hard.
You're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting.
You
I
were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quick scope.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something
to
to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
Was it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5,
Wait, hold on.
making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the previous-
exist,
Wait.
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press
So the
play, you
fact-
couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just
a,
talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had
have
to
a
spend
campus
years
teach.
earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing with content creators, though. They have to spend, they spend years, they go years without even making a dime from whatever it is, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fam, it's mine. The whole thing's mine, bro. Whole thing's mine.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get
Riz.
paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
Nah, look, Damien, I think that's his name. What is his name? What's his name? Jeff? The nigga's a cool dude, bro. He's cool. Like, I honestly probably could see him starting up a YouTube channel on some shit. Like, real shit, bro. Fam, start it. No.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
brother.
You guys
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
know.
is
So-
very different.
So wait.
Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day.
But the thing is, though, is that, like, and I keep preaching this throughout the same thing throughout the video. You chose to do this. Am I missing something? You can change, you can opt to change something, find something else to do that is less work and still either the same amount of money or more. I think ultimately that's the goal, but people miss that. The whole goal is to work less and either earn the same amount or more. That's how I think.
You never sit down.
I hear you, I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your
physically
thing is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
bet. Listen. So your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get fat.
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't. Come on, man. None of you can.
But you
none
can
of
carry
you-
some
None of you
some hair
can
and makeup.
physically.
Now, look, I know these guys are rage baiting, but this shit's funny as shit, bro. I can't lie.
have to
do
do
that.
that for 12 hours a day.
Yes, Actually,
You're
yes.
taking him 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to do
a day.
that.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No,
all of the things that you use?
I feel like what is really going on right now, it's they're projecting the fact that they hate their job and these people are doing something that they enjoy doing. I feel like it's pushing away from the fact that you. How do I put this? I want to put this in a perspective where all the man them and the gal them and the big body understand this. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they're missing the whole point. Like, I don't even know, but there's a screw missing, and it's not mine.
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these
Oh
things?
my God,
disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
Okay, maybe that's a bad argument still. I mean, nah, he's rage baiting like shit. But I get where obviously I understand where she's coming from. Again, I'm trying to add to the havoc that these guys are causing, bro. Like, we all know 9 to 5s are harder. But I mean, not anybody can trick shot. Just saying.
How many hours a day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long
day,
I
12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 10-10. I would have to get to last.
Damn.
I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick drip.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
You know, I was thinking about that in my head. I didn't want to say it though, because I had a feeling that somebody was gonna bring it up. But I mean, yeah, that is the thing is with content creation, you don't have a private life. Like, you kind of lose that. You don't have a private life anymore, type thing. Like, if people see you, it's gonna be like because you're so engaging with the audience, it's gonna feel like it's one of your friends. So you're gonna run up to them, not knowing you as the content creator. You don't know who this person is, type thing. So now you feel like your life's endangered, and you gotta pull out the Febreze. But whole time it's just one of your viewers. I can understand. You don't have, like, that's probably one of the negatives. You don't have a private life.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing, but that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
was-
Yeah.
Alright, look. Silky's a high energy IRL and GTA 5 streamer known for reactive interactive streams alongside other FaZe members on Twitch. He has around 866,000, averages roughly 8,000 to 22,000 viewers per stream during events like subathons, and peaked at 60,000 in peak moments. Holy, clap it up, guys. He's mad.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children.
So
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That you know, we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9 to 5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
Whoa! What the fuck? Look at this nigga's face. Yo, he's saying cook her ass, bro. Not literally. That's kind of offensive. But how I can't fathom, like, how can you say that they don't have the interactive piece? That's the main thing. They have to be interactive. They have to be entertaining to even attract, to even get one person. You need to be entertaining. Simple. Something about you has to be entertaining. And if it isn't, go be a librarian. Simple.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're
False
across the
energy.
screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right
We're not
now?
interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video who
Yes.
save lives every
Yes.
day, probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. There's people that literally stay alive.
I ain't gonna lie. I've heard a couple donos, and like donations, donos, and donations. Like there's been people who wanted to go off themselves type thing. You know what I mean? And they said like, oh my gosh, yo, you really showed me like another part to life. Like, and a lot of times these thoughts come from working a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So they might have now sparked a new interest in something that they want to try doing. The shit happens.
A lot because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out into the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
What I'm saying is like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay, now.
Oh shit!
Kinda shit.
Oh shit! I knew something was freaky about her ass, bro. Fam, I knew something was freaky about her. It's something about the hair on this side, and it's only there. We don't know what's on this side, fam.
What's going on?
You go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's what's
do what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we meet a day?
I think. Look,
I understand where she's coming from, though. Now that I'm hearing her a little bit more, she's saying the same thing over and over, and I'm starting to process what she meant. Bati's big. I mean, well, not hers. I'm talking about like I'm seeing in my mind right now. Bati's big. Oh, yeah. Okay, look. What she's putting down. Basically, she's saying that like you interact with people, but it's not physical interaction. Which I don't know. Personally, I don't know how you can bring that into debate because it's still interaction. It may not. Again, like I said, it's not physical. Nigga, as long as you can open and talk and read and write and count money, you're good as still.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any
think-
entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course I watch
So do
entertainment.
you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I
So
laugh.
then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you- wait, did it make you feel better?
Then what make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and
what-
I don't like how they yelling over each other, fam. We gotta let her speak. It's an elder thing on, you know. So,
I mean,
I feel good.
some of it is
I got a
fake.
banger right now.
Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well, let me answer your, because I'm debating him,
Okay, yeah.
but go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right, come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know? You just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
So it's easier.
I'm a very social. I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had kids
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Have kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
Okay, I feel like to add to that debate, Bati's mad, but you can't really percolate it the way you want to calculate it. Generate the IP address, fam, you're good.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day, bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom and
it.
say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect. No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said.
Yo, I was a little bit of a reach. I won't lie. That's kind of a reach still. Is this the do too much guy? Yeah, he's doing too much.
You don't watch me because I'm black, and this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Yeah. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay. I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, whoa.
Come on. Hey, whoa. Whoa. Fam, it's a dangerous month. You can't be saying that during this month. It's a dangerous month, fam.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
do you enjoy what you do?
If I make it fun.
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no, is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Oh, here goes some bullshit, bro. Fam, here goes some bullshit. Holy.
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
you're on his diesel.
Okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was sarcasm and you didn't read it. No, I'd like to hear
No, listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them. No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right?
Yo, Silky, you're losing me, fam. You're losing, man, them. Holy.
Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my
he got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
yeah.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool,
right? He got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we could just scrub something around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m. I'm still probably thinking I got to do something for stream. My mind is fried.
Do you know what's crazy?
My mind is
8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
today. I
did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What?
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
He'll kill
No,
himself?
I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope. Wait,
it means,
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out here.
Bro, this nigga's losing me, fam. Ever since he got in the chair, he's losing me, bro. I can't defend it. It's mad.
There's no social cues.
Right.
Oh, you're back?
Baby, I want to say to you.
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
Okay, let's bring it back to a more serious state. Okay, it's more so like you're entertaining, so you're taking your mind, like you're taking your mind off of the thing. You're laughing with the chat, you're interacting with the chat, bro. That's enough for somebody to just forget about whatever problem they had before. You know what I'm saying? That's in a realistic aspect. An unrealistic aspect, I don't know what the fuck to think, fam. Simple.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Okay, round 5 got Jason. Holy shit, bro. How many of y'all is there? I've been here for an hour now. Jason is a fast-rising Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming IRL streams and comedic content. Since joining FaZe in April 2024, he's amassed 1.4 million Twitch followers, peaked at 100K plus subscribers. That's mod. Not followers, subscribers. That nigga's making bank. During a subathon, and was briefly the second most subscribed streamer on Twitch. That is good. That is very good. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good, nigga. That's very good, fam. Holy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
Yeah. It is though. It is. I mean, if we're being honest here, it is harder. We all know that. Look, speaking from a content creator, why would I want to work something that's harder? We know 9 to 5 is harder. Why the fuck? Why would you want to do a 9 to 5? You get what I'm saying? But what I can't understand is the people that complain that it's harder, knowing that there's easier things. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I also think it also starts with having a passion for it. If you don't have a passion, I mean, you're already doing something you don't have a passion for. So you might as well try something new. You know what I'm saying?
No. I believe.
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship.
She cooked with that one. That's a good question. And I literally said the same thing. It wouldn't make sense for me to do something that's harder. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm gonna choose the easier route and something that I have a passion for. Simple.
Because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to do.
so you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the
And that shit hit them back there. That shit hit that hit them like crack in the 80s, boy. Fam, what the fuck?
Streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one,
But,
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's
100%.
not the point, though. The
No,
point is,
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than 9
that
to 5. That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bat.
100% was his choice, but guess what though? He got a big return. They be saying some girls is temporary, vice versa. Men be temporary too.
He ran up a bag.
You
did it for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I
The
pick...
thing is though, this nigga needs to realize, I think he realized it too, is that like picking a future and love for someone you care for is not guaranteed. A bag is guaranteed. And he chose to take the bag. W.
Something that I
Future
love.
for you. Something that I'm passionate about, and motion. I pick motion.
Lala Costa.
Why she walk
Lala
up like
Costa?
that?
Amazing name.
Thank you.
Lala
I'm an
Costa,
attorney.
that's
She
fine.
makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What?
Nah, this nigga's clip farming. Holy cow. Broski, I can see through your tattoos. Of course I can see through the bullshit too, fam. You're bullshitting. You're bullshitting, fam. Ole.
Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm,
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
all the time.
it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That
I
TV
have to-
show it's done. What happened to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people.
on-
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
your
It's
father
gone.
would stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot, that's the point.
Okay, FaZe Swag. Okay. In September 2022, Swag was signed to an exclusive streaming contract with YouTube Gaming, becoming the first FaZe Clan member to do so. Mod, holy, clap it up. Mod. During his stream tenure, fuck, I don't know how that word. Yo, who the fuck uses during his stream tenure? Who the fuck uses this word? Perhaps? What is that? I don't know that. On YouTube, Swag achieved his significant milestone, including a record-setting 80 kills in a single Warzone match alongside fellow Nuke Squad members. Mod, this guy's mod. Yo, holy. He broke the top 250 of Warzone 3 ranked. Yo, he needs to go shower. Holy. His clinched a... Wait, what? Oh, no. What the fuck? His clinched a pivotal victory in the qualifier, securing $1 million. Yo, he's rich. That's how you know you have money.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is you just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There are so many people like you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer.
Nah, look, I'll be honest with you. Content creation as a whole is luck. But it's a particular luck. It's luck as in people found you and found you entertaining type luck. It ain't you got lucky, you did something and got lucky type thing. Nah. It's two different things. You got luck as in like people found you entertaining and people liked your content type thing. You know what I'm saying? Now you might be saying, oh, it's the same shit. It's not. Completely different.
No. But hold on. But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like.
So you were sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck, it's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel like they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got four. I got fourth last year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
So
you're
that's not.
So I mean, skill comes into factor, obviously, but it's really is it really luck? Because he you know what I'm saying? Man.
Luck. That's pure. That's pure skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yeah.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a talent. They have a talent. But it's-
Exactly, but he has his talent is different. It's not professional athlete. It's different talent, but it's still skills. It's not luck.
you know how many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time.
Well, I mean that's exactly why he is where he is, because he decided to take the chance on doing what he loves, just like the rest of us content creators. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You just
No.
said.
What he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was. You dead ass?
Yo,
Why the fuck is he, bro? Why? Like he just broke down giggling, bro. He ain't even break down laughing. He was just giggling loud as shit, bro. What the fuck? Crazy.
being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why are they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
See, and they're not ready for the people who say that they should really bring on the content creators that actually work jobs, balanced it out, streamed, did all of that shit, and still made it somewhere. I'm one of them, fam. Simple.
Yeah. So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it. Stand on it.
If that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
God bless.
off of specific pure talent, and I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Because when they're laughing at you in the Lambo, now what? Who's laughing now? Like, I don't understand why she's laughing. She's been laughing the whole... She's the one complaining about her job.
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride?
And he made millions off of that. So now what? He made a career out of it. You're the one complaining about your oh man, yo, frozen food. What?
Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though.
Now it's privilege. Or did he just get up off his ass instead of being lazy and not want to be like everyone else and actually do his shit? What is it?
You couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many
They
hours
can't.
a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger. Dude.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not think?
good enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at
maybe.
something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like.
You don't think? You don't.
I would like to. I would love to see them survive a rebirth lobby. I would love to see this happen. If it's so much luck, I would love to see them get a kill, drop 80 kills in the game, and then out of 400,000 people become top 12. What?
You don't think it's talent?
You're just too old to understand.
That's yeah. It's just, I can't argue that because
Y'all could never
I gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career, you looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist. So
Yeah, there is esports in colleges. There's esport teams. There's esport teams now. So what are we, who's really laughing now? You know what I mean? There's people who are trying to learn the art of content creation. I want you to go search up on YouTube, art of content creation. Search that shit up, bro. And you will understand how much people are trying to get at this shit, but don't understand how to figure this shit out, bro. I'm one of them. Even people who have millions of subs don't understand how to really do it for real. They just made it work somehow. You know what I'm saying?
no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
And it's fun, but it's like,
And that's
again, it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta
That's
fight
fine.
back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice meeting you.
Came in this
I'm
bitch
Ronnie.
furious.
Ronnie, nice to
This
meet you.
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking
We
it back
fall
to
off.
that's being what? What does that even mean?
Yo.
You lose
in-
everything. Every
lose
dollar.
everything. That's
Everything.
the
You
same.
lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind
okay.
of it's not the same concept. Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
if you lose a job, you can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my
I uploaded
resume.
videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded 7 videos and,
And,
didn't
and
get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at
Wait,
your
he's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
I'm not security.
That's
I just
a
go.
one
I go like this. I
9 to
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
See, I think what they're missing is that like you don't have to work hard. You don't have to work as hard as you.
I would say
did.
it's a skill.
Bitch, you don't have to work as hard as you did before. You know what I'm saying? Like you can work less and make more now. There's more opportunities. Been saying this the whole video. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now I sound like a broken record, but it's the truth. You don't have to work as hard as you did before. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get a job, I'll be honest with you, getting a job right now is cooked. It's so hard to get a job now. But I feel like this is gonna create a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people are gonna start doing their own business. And by you doing this, will create jobs for other people. Therefore, you're somehow adding to the economy, helping the economy a little, not by much, but you know.
I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
But people millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart, that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
They have their opposable.
Bro, like the other girl said, bro, there's plenty of people out there who are truly gifted but don't get the opportunity. I think there's probably a whole bunch of people better than Swag at whatever he does. There's people better than me that at what I do. They don't have the opportunity. So, you know, this whole skill versus luck thing, I think luck plays a big part in content creation. Is it so much that these guys get lucky off of becoming big? No. You get lucky that people find your videos entertaining and keep coming back. That's big luck, Oz.
The most gifted.
So good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah, that's
like
what?
what?
Saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it, but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I didn't
easy.
say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you can
how
hone.
do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
Here we go. Is there like a professional Mario Kart shit? There probably is, bro. There's professional stuff for everything nowadays. But here we go. Over here talking about some what's easy, but never done it before. So you think that what I'm doing right now is easy? You think anybody can get on the camera, do what I do, and pull views? Must be modding your head back.
Not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder? How do you know?
What does it take to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work and editing and filming and constantly.
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours.
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
A refresh going into second zone. Holy, I understood what he said. That's some Fortnite terminology. Tarping. I know those. That's mud.
Also put I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know how to
I don't know
short?
No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But
Exactly,
if I want,
you couldn't, but Excel sheet, you can do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly.
They're just talking game.
These
As
refreshes
a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So it's good. So
Yo, I think some people need to start lying. Like, they needed to start opening their eyeballs and stop lying with their asshole, the butt cheeks clenched, fam. What do you mean you could? It took the nigga 8 years to become where he is. The fuck? You're talking about some 3 days? You're over talking about, what does X do? What is triangle? What the fuck is this big pad in the controller? What is this? Like, what are you talking about?
So let's pay for her, whatever it is. Give you 3 days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how it works. You pay me.
Now she doesn't want to do it. She wanted the money at first, but now if she doesn't become good, she has to pay double back.
Get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame, in this era. So and technology is totally different now.
Thank you. She understands. She understands some shit, bro. Now, personally, if you ask me, if I think a 9 to 5 is more difficult, I think it is. Easily. Nigga, I know. I work 9 to 5, so I know how difficult this shit is. Simple.
We were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with chalk. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. Yeah. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was hard. And that's what I think. So
I feel like it's kind of different though, because these are people who have some of them have done it before, so they know if a 9 to 5 would be harder. You know what I'm saying? As to where you've never done streaming before, or you've never been a content creator before, you don't know. But I'm telling you right now, for specifically these people who don't know what the fuck is going on, for them, streaming would be harder. Streaming would be harder for these guys. Let me go full screen for this shit. Streaming will be way harder for these guys, bro, because technology is so advanced. You're over here, what the fuck is a soundboard? What the hell is this mic do? How do you turn this shit off? How do you mute it, bro? How do you connect the camera? You know what I'm saying? How do you do all of this? How do you get the lighting? Bro, I'm telling you right now, for the new generation, a 9 to 5 is harder. Older generation, streaming is harder. That's how I think, because they're not used to the technology. So obviously it's gonna be way harder. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you guys for watching this video. Comment down below what y'all think. This is a long ass video, but if you made it to the end of the video, I love you. And I'm out of here. Biz awesome.